Oh shoot, my bad. My mic was muted. Can you guys hear me? How is the delay this time? The delay is showing like 5 seconds. Is that right for you guys? The delay is showing like 5 seconds. Is that right for you guys? Yeah, so I'll answer you guys' questions again. Daniel, yeah, I might trade the afternoon. I'm just gonna see what's up. If I see something forming, I'll probably take it on an eval. What do I use the 15-second for? I use it for entries. I like to also see just kind of the anatomy of like highs and lows. It's really easy to see on the 15 seconds, so that's what I like to use it for. And then how many days you pass an eval top step? I try to aim for 2 days, realistically. I think my profitable days are usually, you know, at least like close to 4,500. So I try to aim for 2 days. Like I'll have like, you know, even better days sometimes. So ideally I want to aim for 2 days, but you know, it could take longer. 3.6K, yeah. Honestly, dude, I was just so tilted. But it's a part of trading, you know, it happens. So I'm not like beating myself about it. Yeah, I think, I don't know, it happens, right? It's not even like trading bad, it's just like my psychology was just like broken. And I think it's, I mean, obviously just better to not trade during those times, but I don't know if it's because I'm streaming, I don't know what it is. I just traded anyways, and yeah, I just ended up kind of green, or kind of red. Yeah, it happens. Yeah, I think if anyone tells you like they never blow accounts, it's definitely a lie, right? I'm sure there are people who can manage keeping a funded account for a really long time, but that's one in a few. Like, this is probably the second longest one I've had. Actually, maybe third longest. I had my where was it? It wasn't FTMO. It was a Forex. It was a Forex account. I had it for like 2.5 months, and then went to go request a payout, and they denied me. So that was unlucky. The Trade University, are you a price action trader? Yeah, I would say I trade price action. Yeah, I do have certain setups, but it's very heavily reliant on price action, market structure. Like if price is doing what I want it to do, then I'll take it. I kind of like this better. You hear my stream in the background? Oh shoot, that's why. Let me fix this. Sound settings. Oh, Trump is speaking right now? I was like on YouTube, I just saw that. Yeah, you guys shouldn't hear my stream anymore. Let me know if you guys still do though. I'll try to figure out what it's from. Yeah, I turned on some music, so also let me know if it's too loud. I want to say this is gonna pop. How many trades do I take in a day? It kind of depends. Like there are some days I'll literally just take one trade, but there's some days I'll take like maybe like 20 plus trades. They're usually like really tight stops, really low risk trades. I also add to my trades a lot. So in one trade, I could have like, you know, I could be building and taking out orders. So definitely when you look at like my stats, these aren't like exactly how many trades I take. You know, like yesterday, it says 17 trades, but we only took like realistically 3 trades. But I was like building my position, so ends up being more trades. Yeah, I think the difference between trade and trade idea. Oh yeah, this is popping. I want to go long. I'd buy this long. At least there. I'll probably keep my wrist tighter though, like below the EMA. Like for me, like for example, like if I took this trade, right? Just say I bought in here, stop below the previous low, and just say like price closed over this. Same trade idea, but like I would add another contract in. And you know, it depends on what you consider. If you consider this more than one trade, you know, I'd consider this one trade just with a bigger position. But saw on your YouTube that you don't have any videos, only shorts and streams. Yeah, I haven't really created any videos. Honestly, I don't know what I would create. Excuse me. Yeah, if I'm being honest, I don't know what type of content I'd create. So, yeah. I just kind of post shorts of our trades from stream. Nothing else really. Was my eyes are shutting. Tired. Was editing a video on our L's today, so post that on Instagram and YouTube later. Setups and some trade recaps. Oh, trade recaps would be good. Yeah, I could absolutely do trade recaps. Yeah, I'll do one now, and then what's it called? Maybe I can just clip it out and post it on YouTube. The 50% rule usually has a small buffer on it where, you know, it doesn't have to be exactly 50%. So usually on Top Step, like if you're like 51% on the first day and you get like at least like the same amount that you made yesterday, but maybe not too much over, it'll still pass you. So yeah, I'll go over a trade setup, 2 trade setups that we took today, if you guys want. What was this base from? I drew this up from somewhere. Oh, that's that one. Okay. All right. So we'll go over 2 trade setups today. We got this long here. So pretty much what we saw here. Like market open. This is market open. So let me actually mark it out. Where are you? Call out. Let me know if you guys find this boring or if you guys want something else, but I'll go over the trade with you guys. Quick side note, this trade, still looking pretty solid. It's just grinding up. In terms of price action, this is kind of the stuff I like to trade when price is rounding out. But yeah, okay, so we'll go over our trades. So 9:30 open. So market opens. We take out a lot of orders here, right? So pretty much anyone who is building a long London session, we take those out, and now what I look for is like a market order flush. So when this happens, you get just a ton of market orders, and you end up flushing into a some sort of like demand zone, right? You know, some people call it order block, some people call it I don't know, demand order. I don't know. There's so many names for it, but just where buys are. Usually, I would have liked this to come a little lower. If it came down here, this would have been S plus setup, and I probably would have entered this trade a little earlier. But where was it? Yeah, that's what it was. Okay, so this is a type of distribution. So I have a lot of different types of distributions that I've, you know, kind of that I trade. Like, for example, a distribution would be like a head and shoulders pattern, right? Another way price distributes is, you know, double top. You get divergence, like RSI divergence. You can get bear flags, bull flags. You know, there's so many different types of distribution. If you're looking at like higher time frame, you know, you can get Wyckoff distribution, which kind of looks like this. I guess you can kind of, it's like a detailed double top. But one of the, like, my favorite types of distribution that we trade often on stream is when price is grinding down and you get a huge spike up, and then price will continue to grind down. This is like one of my favorite types of distribution to trade because for two reasons. Is if we were already bearish, right? The chance that it goes down is really high. So like usually we'd already be in a short if like these types of move happens, but this is like also a pretty good entry because the chance that it comes up during bearish order flow is really low. But the caveat is that if price ever does come above and start to take out these highs, like I say this like literally every day on stream, like this is extremely bullish. Like you will squeeze out a ton of shorts, and that's exactly what we saw today, this morning. Let me get those drawing backs actually. So this is the exact price action that we saw, and you know, like you would want to see grinding down, but the moment that we saw price starting to come above, like this, we went long. We literally just market order, stopped below the most recent one. I know some people in the stream held this longer, but I got out. I don't remember where I got out. I got out pretty early. But yeah, that's just kind of the idea behind this trade. Not too many confluences on it. We just had like structural break. You know, sweep overnight longs. You know, you break market structure. Is the type of distribution pattern that I really like to trade. So it's, you know, a few confluences that I like, and when you took this trade, huge win. And then after I took that huge win in the morning, literally I told everyone this was gonna chop, but dude, I don't know, my headspace was in a terrible spot, so I tried to trade this anyways, and I got chopped up here. I think I tried to take this long, I tried to take this long, I tried to take this short. Yeah, I just got super messed up. But honestly, the moment I saw this rounding, I wanted this to come back a little bit more, further before I could take this long, but it just kind of shot up. So yeah, so yeah, that's the idea behind that trade. And then yeah, someone said in the chat, weren't you down 3K in the morning? How the heck did you get 3K profit? Yeah, I'll show you guys. So I got super tilted. I think I tried to short this too. Oh yeah, this is why I got tilted. I saw this flush happening, and I took this trade on my evals, right? And my profit target was literally here to hit the 50% consistency, and it just edged me out, and it stopped me out or something. I don't know. I just got super tilted. But yeah, I went to go get some food, as you should, and then I came back to take this trade. I had a really tight stop on this. So this trade, we were at a macro base that we had. So let me, so this base was from like all the way back here. I think it was further back. So we had a major broken base here. These are like just major key levels that I like to watch, right? I had this marked out. This base was like very, very respected for a while. And then when I saw price come down here and literally just almost like on the dot kind of test this. And since it was like a major point of like support or resistance that I was looking at, I just saw how price was reacting on the 15-second chart. I saw the first sign of structural break, which is breaking this high. And yeah, I just entered on the retest. I didn't even have a stop open. I think I went in like three or four minis here. I don't remember how many minis I went in, but I might have went in 3 minis. But yeah, we took this trade, 76 points. It was like 6K or something in profit. The reason I took that entry was, you know, major base and market structure shift. And honestly, the same idea. You have this, you have that spike down, and then you start breaking, right? Like distribution failed. Like whoever was in control, like bears who are in control just lost control. They're gonna cover their shorts. They're gonna go long. So yeah, that was my trade. I took the trade back to London highs. The reason I took London highs was just because it was a pretty key level. We also had a lot of volatility here. So yeah, I just took it to London highs. Absolutely could have taken this further, but yeah, London highs was my target, so. Do I use volume profile for my trades? I don't use it deliberately to like enter trades, but I do like to use volume profile. I use VWAP a lot. Yeah, I tend to use VWAP a lot more than other stuff, but I use it on my trading view chart, not really on the top step chart. Like I don't actually use like the VWAP itself, but I like to use the developing value area that the VWAP develops. Oh wow, this is not what I was expecting here. Yeah, I guess it just failed to break above that high. Let's see. How far can this come down? Looks like a solid short. Yeah, I mean, PA's been respecting the 14 EMA pretty well on this grind up. I might look on the 50 on the 5-minute chart. I think that'll be pretty valid. You're in longs? Yeah, I think longs. I think it's better to be long than short. You know, we're grinding up, but I think temporarily we might put in a lower low or a higher low. Cause like technically like this is your low, right? So like all of this is free game, and you have your 50 moving average here. So do some shorts of your trade. Yeah, maybe I do post like all my trades on shorts, but I don't really explain them. So maybe I can do like explanations of my shorts too, Julio. Yeah, 15 minutes left per hour. Yeah, we're not really getting much movement, to be honest. Do I stream every day just because, or why? Yeah, just because. Someone asked me to on Instagram. I started posting on Instagram, and this guy was just like, "Hey, yo, can you stream live?" I was like, I just said sure. And I honestly thought I'd just be streaming for him, because I didn't really think much of streaming initially. This is only our second week streaming, like our 6th or 7th day streaming. We streamed like all last week. But yeah, I don't know, just someone asked me to, and thought it might be kind of fun to share my trades, so that's why I stream. Taking some huge amounts for something like this, yeah, that's true. I've seen some trading rooms cost, thousands. Yeah, I don't know about that. Like realistically, if I wanted to do some sort of like something monetized, I say this on the stream pretty often, and I probably will do it probably sometime next year. But if I were to monetize anything, I would monetize like cohorts, because I don't know how people have like hundreds of students like on Instagram. Like there's no way you can teach that many people. I think trading is like really personal, right? So if I were to like mentor someone in trading, it would not be that many people. Like it would be like 20 max. Like 20 max would give me like, at least like 2 meetings with you in a month, right? And which is like still, I don't think is enough to really to nurture someone to be a profitable trader. I don't think that's enough. So yeah, I don't know. If I did anything monetized, it would be like a small cohort, like maybe 1 month at a time, where I just like guide you to a payout. Like I'll personally like just be like either on call with you or something, and just help guide you guys to a payout and kind of just show you guys how it's done. Thank you for really helping people, fam. Yeah, dude, of course. Trading's hard. Trading's lonely too. So honestly, I've been having fun streaming. Like, I think I'm less profitable streaming. I don't know what it is. It's probably just something psychological, but I've been having more fun, so. How many contracts am I trading? At the absolute max, I would probably build my position up to like 6 contracts, 6 minis. But I would say on average, my sizing is probably like 1 to 2 contracts. Like just for example, just say like, I wasn't, but just say I was like super bullish that this was gonna come all the way back up, right? This was not the case, but just in case, just say this was the case. Just say I enter like 2 minis here. I'd like take one off here, and then if I see another like entry, I might put in 2 minis here. If I see another low, put another 2 minis, and kind of trail my stop up, so my risk is still pretty tight. So I'll build up my position like that, and while building out that position, my position can grow to like 5-6 minis, but it's usually not. That's like rare case scenario. How about on a 50K account? I would probably max trade like 2 minis, but my average position size would be like 5 micros if I was on a 50K. That's me personally, until I built a buffer. If I built out like a 12K buffer on a 50K account, I would probably trade like 1 to 2 minis. Yeah, I mean, honestly, if you guys want, I can start like 50K evals to trade with you guys too on stream. Because that'll be like more similar, right? Is that something you guys be interested in? I don't really like to trade 50K evals. But maybe I can find a firm where I like their 50K evals and trade 50Ks with you guys. When do I stream Balgun? I stream every weekday at 9:30 a.m. Eastern. And usually I'm on all day, but I just got super tilted earlier today, so I just kind of hopped off. Like I know myself, I'm gonna want to enter trades for you guys just because it's entertaining, and then I'll probably end up blowing more evals doing that. So I just took a break earlier today. This is another trade that I didn't take this. I was like away from the charts when this was happening, but wait, what trade was this? I posted it online. I can't remember which one it was. Oh yeah, okay, yeah, I got this win and I just hopped off. But the idea behind this trade, I thought this was a pretty good trade. Let me go to the hourly chart. Maybe that's too far back. Okay, 5-minute chart. What I saw here was that we broke structure. On a lower time frame, we broke structure, right? So I was kind of expecting this to, retrace. Let's see, I'm gonna go on the 1-minute chart. Yeah, so I was expecting this to retrace, so we're wondering, like, the question would be like, how far is it gonna go up until it retraces? And what I'd like to look for are either, you know, like these price bases, are there previous price bases that we've, you know, been like, just had a lot of hard time overcoming. So if we go like all the way back here, I'm sure we could find something. Oh, like here. Okay, I'm just gonna mark out this POC. So that's one thing. And then, yeah, honestly, the POC is probably it. I'm just gonna go back and see where that was. Okay, POC is over here, but you know how we just had like a bunch of volume in this area? Like that we just saw on the left side? Those are kind of areas of interest that I like for price to kind of chop around and either like hold or kind of bounce off of. But yeah, like this would have been an area of interest just mainly for me because of this broken base here. So the broken base is the last low before the sweeping move. That's kind of what I like to look at as like my main support and resistance. Hold on, let me turn this music down, it's loud. I can't think. Yeah, so I was looking at this base and then, you know, I would go on the 15-second chart and see how structure is forming. We hit this base pretty aggressively, and then, you know, we leave that gap. That's always a good sign. The gaps just mean that we have order flow in the opposite direction. That's literally all a gap is that orders didn't get filled and you have orders in the opposite direction now. So now that we left that gap, we have a base on a lower time frame. So I'm looking for this lower time frame base to get tested. And what I posted in the Discord was just to enter on that base. You know, you can set your stop above this high, but personally, like, especially if you have gaps, it's not gonna go above that gap. So I would have set my stop above that gap. And my target, I think, was London low. What did I target? Oh, I targeted these lows, but honestly, our London low probably would have been a good target too, just because it's just a level we've been respecting today. So this would have been another trade. Yeah, Green, it's good on you for stepping away. Green is greater than stream. Yeah, man. I mean, that's like I've only been streaming for like 7 days now, and I think that's like the hardest thing for me so far. Is like the mix between like trying to give you guys like good content and then trying to keep myself green. So yeah, hopefully as I do this more, I'll kind of find a balance between it. What the reason you trade on the 15-second chart? Most of the time I've never seen that before. It's just for entries. I don't like actively just like trade the 15-second chart. I just use it for entries. I love the 15. But pretty much the lower the time frame, right? The like the tighter your stops can be, but the chances that those levels on that low time frame is respected is just a lot lower, right? All right, well, we dropped down to the 50 EMA on the 5-second chart. But another confluence I like to look at is the value area. I'm gonna show you guys on the trading view chart what I mean. This gray box is the value area. Usually when you have some sort of structural break, so like here we have structural break, right? Honestly, if it wasn't so late, this would have been a solid trade. I like to enter on that structural break. I'm probably tapping into some sort of base up here. I wouldn't like really doubt it. And then my targets are usually at the end of value area, and I'll start taking TPs at lows if we're bearish. Oops, that's the wrong low. This one. You know, my trade would look something like that. I want to say this low is like pretty in line with the value area, so that's honestly part of your actual target. But yeah, honestly, this is looking like a solid trade too. I want to see what that looks like on the 15-second to see if there's anything here. So like, I don't know if I'd really consider this a base just because of how choppy it looks. So I might consider this one the base. So, you know, that's like your sweeping move, right? For like all this. You can even consider this. It's probably in the same area. I actually like this one a little bit more. So we'll take this one across this base. And yeah, initially we failed to break it. Yeah, this is the base I probably would have looked at. And now that we tapped into this, we can expect some sort of bearish reaction because of the market structure. So since market structure has shifted like this, you know, you can enter here. And in terms of targets, since we're bullish, honestly, I probably wouldn't have targeted anything too low. I probably would have targeted like this kind of like order block right here, whatever you want to call it, like demand zone. In hindsight, you know, this might go further, but this is like realistically, if I was trading this, this is what I would have targeted. So, oh, I don't have it. I'm just gonna make it green. So, something like that would have been the trade. You know, that's solid, right? How many RR is that? 7 RR? And that's why I like to trade on the 15-second for entries, just because your RR is super tight. But what I was kind of talking about earlier was that when you do have these structural breaks that lead into the value area, a lot of times you'll actually like end up bleeding all the way through. Especially if it's, you know, news days. Yeah. Like for example here, right? Let me show you guys. Like here, probably has some sort of structural break here, and we drop all the way straight through value area. Of course, it doesn't happen all the time. We had one here, went straight to VWAP. But VWAP's also a pretty good point, and that's also why when I trade these, I like to take TP like on the way down. Although this like could be like my ultimate target, I'll still take TPs on the way down just in case. Drop my backstory, and where does the gray box come from? An indicator or what? Yeah, it's from the VWAP indicator, just like the default VWAP on TradingView. I just changed the styling. I didn't change any numbers or anything. It's the default. I just changed the style. I just fill the bands to be gray. Like it could just be lines like this. This is the secondary deviation. This line. And yeah. Backstory, I've been trading for like 7-8 years. I was a software developer for a while. Started trading, fell in love with it, wasn't profitable. Became profitable trading Forex. Payouts got denied. Wanted to create my own prop firm, created my own prop firm, and then I missed trading, so now I'm back to trading, and I started futures because my friend wanted me to trade futures. That's like the TLDR of my backstory. So yeah, this is a slow grind. Yeah, and honestly, if this was like early or like, you know, early afternoon session, like you could absolutely see this flush, right? And if you saw this flush, this trade would have been how many RR? Like a 25 RR trade. It's like solid, right? You can probably even get your wrist tighter here too, down to this high, and then you have like a 33, 34 RR trade. And honestly, that's just kind of how I get like bigger days, by taking these trades. But I don't get the full RR because I like to take TP and kind of build out my position. Maybe I'll add, like if we start closing below this, like I'll add one. It just kind of depends on what PA is giving you. Do you still run your own prop firm? I'm on day 2 with Apex. No, I don't run the prop firm anymore. I ended up selling it. I can't disclose to who I sold it to, but I ended up selling the prop firm, and yeah, I didn't want anything else to do with it. I didn't like how I was like profiting off people losing either. I just didn't feel good. I'm done with NQ. YM seems more friendly. Yeah, the Dow doesn't move as much though. So I definitely, if you're kind of day trading, I like the volatility. So I agree. Let's take a look at Dow. What did the Dow do today? Oh, it's pretty clean, not gonna lie. It's choppy, but you can't really like hold your positions like too much, but honestly, that's not bad. Like you could have definitely profited from this. Just play like the ascending channel. You know what I mean? Like if you see a channel building. Okay, that's probably not how you would actually draw this channel, but you know, if you just saw this channel building, it might be worth trying to trade it. And I don't trade ES just because I rather trade NQ. That's literally the only reason. Yeah, I just don't like how Apex has intraday trailing drawdown. Like that would really mess up the way I trade. So just because I like to hold my trades a little bit more. So trades will come back break even on me more often. Yeah, that's why I just don't like intraday. Which prop firm is less strict for 50K evaluation? Honestly, for me, the only thing that really matters is that there's no consistency rule. I think consistency is like the absolute like dumbest thing. Like I think every prop firm rule makes you a better trader except for the consistency rule. Like as a trader, you need big days. It's just how trading is. Like if you ask literally any like famous big time trader, right? Like someone who's actually like actual trader, you know what I mean? Like they'll tell you you need to let your winners run. Like you need big days. and just capping out like your profits at like 2K when you could have had like 9K that day. It's not, I don't know. I think your losses should be consistent. Like they should fail you if you have losses that are inconsistent, you know? Like that would be a solid rule to actually help traders. But keeping your winners consistent is just, I think that's dumb. So in terms of any prop firm, I'll go with any that has no consistency rule, ideally. I hope that answers your question, Samrat. Oh, that didn't really answer your question. So which prop firm would be Top Step? I think Alpha doesn't have consistency. The new Lucid accounts don't have consistency. So I would kind of lean towards those, in my opinion. AOM Life, my own prop firm is crazy. Yeah, it's a lot of money to keep a prop firm running. I did the marketing like terribly, so I ended up paying a lot for marketing, and then we didn't have enough income in the prop firm, so I had to like pay out everyone out of my own pocket. So, and honestly, all I wanted to do was trade. So the whole time I was running the prop firm, I was like, it's not it, man. I rather trade. I'm a trader at heart, I think. L. Hairston said, hey JMK, what times are you usually on? I'm usually on in the mornings, 9:30 a.m. I don't think I've missed a day since I started streaming. I got off a little earlier today just because I was kind of tilted. But yeah, back on for Power Hour. Didn't really get too much. Didn't really feel comfortable taking anything. Yeah, I'm gonna go back to my Top Step chart. Yeah, every weekday at New York Open. How long did I trade before you began to see consistency and profitability? Honestly, it took me longer than some people. It took me like 4 or 5 years to see like 6 green months in a row. Before that, like I was pretty break even for a while. I think I was only like super unprofitable like my first year. And then after that, I was extremely break even. Like I could not, like, honestly, I was probably less than break even. Like I would have maybe like 2-3 green months, and then I would have a month where it's just like, it's just so bad, you know? And as more time went by, I just realized it was tilt. Like I still tilt. Like I tilted yesterday, I tilted today. Like it happens, but I'm just much better at controlling it now. Yeah, like I blew 3 XFAs yesterday, and you know I have trying to get those back. Running 3 combines. But yeah, it's just tilt. I think you really can't do much about it. It's controlling tilt is a skill in itself. And I think you'll never really be perfect at it. You're gonna blow accounts. That's why I think if someone says like they'll never blow an account because they have like a perfect strategy, you know, it's just BS, you know. Would you actually be down to mentor someone? Yes. And I think I don't know if you're here when I talked about it earlier. I think that's the only way I'm gonna end up monetizing anything. I never really had any plans to monetize anything, but if I were to, it would be for mentorship. Like no courses, no signals, nothing like that. It would just be mentorship. Like, and I'll personally guide you guys to a payout. So it's like worth your time and money. Like I think if you do a mentorship and you just kind of like throw courses at someone, it's not gonna help. But if you like actually get someone to a payout, it's different, right? But I think to do that, you need to spend a lot of time with that person. So that's why I want to do like smaller cohorts of like, you know, I was thinking 20 max, but I think like 15 max would probably be best. Yeah, and I'll get you guys to pay out whoever wants to do the mentorship. Yeah, I might even do something like once you get your payout, maybe like we can create like rules in our Discord or something where you can start to help out other traders too. I don't know, just something like that. We'll figure it out, but. That seems to be the average 4th and 5th years, larger gains. Yeah. Yeah, I don't know what it is. It's probably it's just human psychology, right? Something about it. It clicks. I think managing your risk is a skill. It's a habit, and it just takes time to build that habit. But you're on stream and aren't fully engaging, concentrating on price, locked in as expected. I'm sure you'll get more familiar with whilst being live, talking, engaging. Yeah, I think so. It's definitely it's different trying to stream and trade at the same time. You know, like I'll second guess the trade, and it's not really stuff I've done before or in a while. Like second guessing my own trades, but I think it's because like I feel like I have stuff on the line because I'm streaming. But yeah, 1 second. That's my dog. You're in how much for the mentorship? Dude, honestly, I have no idea. I don't know what I would charge. I don't know what would be worth it in terms of time for me. I don't even know what people are charging in terms of like what the market is for mentorships. So yeah, I don't know. What's the cost of mentorship? Yeah, I have no idea. Like, I haven't really thought about it, guys. It's just an idea. I don't even know if I will do it. Like I said, I really like trading. I just love trading, so yeah, I'm not positive if I will do a mentorship, but I'm just saying that if I were to monetize anything, that's probably what it would be. Like classes of like 15 to 20, and I'll just guide everyone to pay out. That'd be pretty sick. Alright guys, that'd be pretty cool. Yeah, market's about to close for top step. I think top step you can't trade past 415. So yeah, there really wasn't much to take. Yeah, this trade. Yeah, this entry. I'm kind of holding the 5-minute EMA. That's kind of what we expected. So yeah, I don't know. This might keel over in the overnight session. Do you ever trade Bitcoin or any crypto assets? I used to trade Bitcoin. I think Bitcoin's pretty clean. I like Bitcoin's price action, and I would trade Bitcoin. Can you trade Bitcoin on this? Oh, you can. Interesting. Yeah, I might trade Bitcoin. I love trading Bitcoin. I used to love trading Bitcoin. I haven't traded it in a while, but I think Bitcoin's PA is really clean. Definitely think it has one of the more cleaner PAs. So yeah, look at that. Perfect sweep. Let's see what PA looks like. Oh shoot, this might have been a bad idea. I should have got the date. Give me a moment, I'll get there. Actually, I'm gonna do this smarter. Give me a second. When is that? October 6th. Oh, I'm going to on the 16th second chart. Oh, there's not enough data. Up on the 1 minute chart. So I kind of want to look at this. October 6th. Where's my drawing? I swear we had a drawing here, but what time is this? It's like after hours trading. Yeah, that's solid. Look at that price retest on that base. Right? And target something. It's perfect. Yeah. I might trade some Bitcoin on this channel. I used to love trading Bitcoin. But once I got into Forex, I just kind of stopped trading it. But Bitcoin was clean. Cleaner than NQ for sure. NQ is it's choppy. Someone who's profitable and an actual decent human being should definitely do it. That's funny. Yeah, guys, I'll consider doing some sort of mentorship, but I definitely don't want to do it until I have some structure behind it. Like, you know, I don't want to just like wing a mentorship at you guys. I want to put something together that's worthwhile. So. I just put the Discord in the chat if you guys want to join. Currency pairs put you to sleep? Yeah. Honestly, Forex is the most efficient market. And because it's the most efficient market, it's harder to find an edge trading. The VWAP indicator, yeah, it's just the standard VWAP on the on TradingView. Yeah, I didn't change any inputs. I just changed the styling. It's just standard. I just filled the band, this thing, and I just hit the upper bands. Yeah, I have it on session, but I actually usually like to use it on the week. I like it anchored on the weekly for the most part. I like to see how the weekly VWAP develops. You can see it's like perfectly. And once you kind of fill the weekly value area, you just get bigger moves. It's crazy because I think if I was trading Forex, like, since you could swing it, I would have like entered somewhere here. I definitely would have held my position. Oh yeah, this is probably what I would have looked at. Yeah, it's crazy because like when I traded forex, I would take trades like this, right? You know, something like this, and then they would just last so much longer. So it's interesting trading futures and just having to close out your positions overnight. It's definitely a different way of trading. Some people said like on stream like they're interested on how I hold my positions, but I think it's just because I first learned swing trading, so I'm a little more comfortable holding my positions. And sometimes it'd be cool to hold it overnight, but you can't really do that on these prop firms. So where did I close along yesterday? What was yesterday? What was yesterday's price action? It was, bro, I don't remember what I traded yesterday, not gonna lie. Do you guys remember what we traded? When was yesterday? So yeah, this is market open. Oh, let me get to the 1 minute chart. That might make this a little easier. Oh yeah, we went long here. Market open, right? And we had something like this, and then oh yeah, we went long here too. And then we went break even, and this stopped us out break even. And then we went long here again. Yeah, I remember this. This was yesterday's price action. We went long here again. And then honestly, I don't remember where I closed this up. I'm gonna be honest. Probably at this high. So my trade was probably something like this yesterday. Yup, yeah. I went long around 10:30. Yeah. Oh yeah, you're right. I ate this trade too. I took this on my evals. Or not my evals, my XFAs. And then I blew it. Then I blew the XFAs. Dude, I realized TradeSyncer went down. I was copying these off TradeSyncer because I was trading some of my other accounts with it as well. Apparently TradeSyncer malfunctioned yesterday, which is why it didn't exit me at the like 10K plus profit where it should have. It exited me at like 6K. But I don't think there's anything I can do about it. Like Top Step's not gonna refund me, you know? Yeah, so we took this trade too. I held that on my other XFAs. We also took this trade on this XFA, and this one stopped out break even. We took this trade. Yeah, we had a lot of bangers yesterday, and I think we didn't trade this chop, and then I think I was off for the day. I didn't trade this. Excuse me. Yeah, yesterday was a really good day. That was a good one, yeah. Great trades yesterday. This would have been a solid trade off VWAP. This didn't quite come down to where I would have wanted to, but yeah, I wonder what we're gonna get tomorrow. Let's see. Let's check out the higher time frame a little bit. Yeah, I think earlier today we were talking about this high getting taken. we're able to close above this on the 4 hour, I think these would have probably been taken today, these highs. Yeah, I'd probably just watch out for overnight price action and see what Asia and London does. If Asia and London are able to close above this, then, you know, you're likely going to take these, right? And then we'll probably get like some sort of reaction in New York where we kind of wipe it all out. But yeah, if Asia and London is not able to close above this, probably see more downside or ranging. Like this is absolutely rounding out, right? And we really didn't have like the pullback that we're looking for. You know, we're kind of, you know, you kind of want to see this, right? So I think for healthy price action, that's kind of what you want to see. So yeah, we'll see what we get tomorrow. Yeah, we're working on these combines. We're able to get the 4,500 on them today. And then probably work on these tomorrow, but I'm probably also going to start a 50K challenge that I'll just run with you guys on stream. I think that'll be like more relatable because I feel like a lot of people don't actually run 150K XFAs or 150K challenges. I think a lot of you guys run the 50K challenges, so I might try that with you guys. Possibly, I don't like how low the payout is from Lucid on the 50Ks. So I might do like a my funded futures 50K core or because I don't think they have consistency, and then maybe alpha. Yeah, I don't know. Let me know what you guys think is probably the better 50K without consistency, and then I'll look into it. Yeah, this was a really slow power hour. London low never got taken. Yeah, look at that. Look at this base. Identifying these levels like early on is so important. I'm telling you, man, market's on an algorithm. Just gotta try to figure out what it is. Why is the daily maximum loss as the same as your balance? Because on Top Step, your daily maximum loss is your balance. I can literally trade up to 25K today and lose all of it today, which is what I did with my other XFAs. what I tilted yesterday. So yeah, it's a double-edged sword. Oh, Tradeify made an announcement. 9 a.m. The select is most important. Daily payouts. Oh, interesting. I might start that tomorrow. We'll see. Tradeify just released their new plan. It's coming out tomorrow. I see. So daily payouts or flex payouts. Yeah, pretty much. If you lose all 25k, your account's blown. I didn't blow 25k yesterday. I blew 30k yesterday. No, these accounts are actually... I had 3 other XFAs, and they were at like 6.5k each. And then... Dude, I was just super tilted because... my TP was set at like 10.5k. So the 3 accounts should have been at 10.5k. But it was at 6k, and apparently TradeSyncer was like messing up. I don't know, something like that. And then... I don't know, I just tilted. I got kind of frustrated, so I like revenge traded Asia to get back up to 10k. Ended up blowing like 6k on the accounts, and I blew my 3 XFAs. Yeah, but honestly, man, it shouldn't happen, but it does. Like, and I think you have to normalize not what I did yesterday, but just kind of blowing accounts. I think like it shouldn't be normal to like blow that much, but yeah, I went on full tilt yesterday, so. But yeah, with that said, these prop accounts aren't really meant for you to hold on to them for a long time, so it's pretty normal to breach them. So I wouldn't really beat yourself up too much if you breach a funded account. No new activation fee combine? Yes, 2 of these are, and then I accidentally purchased the activation fee one. That's hard to take. Seems like it didn't phase you at all. I mean, yeah. I mean, it definitely did phase me. I think my trading suffered today because I was a little tilted. I think the tilt kind of lingered. So definitely if I wasn't streaming, I don't think I would have traded today. Not blaming you guys or anything, but it's my choice. But yeah, definitely like I traded way more poorly today than I should have. So. Are we still trading today? I'm new to futures trading. No, the markets are closed, for me at least, on Top Step. They close at like 1:15 or 4:15. Yeah, we're just kind of chilling and talking. I'm on Top Step. These are on Top Step. I have some other Tradeify accounts that I trade. I just don't really like to trade it too much because they have consistency on them, but dude, high key, I might just like full port every day for the consistency on my Tradeify accounts and see if I can get a payout. And then if I get a payout on those, I might just like breach my funded accounts and go for these flex accounts at Tradeify. I really like Tradeify as a prop firm. And their new accounts seem like pretty solid. I need to see the specs on it more once they release it. But more than likely, I will get some of these flex accounts tomorrow to trade with you guys. How many funded do I have? Now I have 6 150K funded accounts. I was at 10 yesterday. And I lost 3. So I'm trying to get these 3 150Ks back. Hopefully I can get these back tomorrow. We'll see what the market gives us. I like trading Wednesdays too. Wednesday price action is pretty good. Any good full port trades today? I didn't full port it, but I traded like 4 minis, I think, today. Market open on these combines, on that same trade that we took. We took this trade this morning, right? Where are you? We took this trade this morning, and I just let these run on my combines with like 3-4 minis. We win and lose and it's all good. No, 100%, man. You gotta learn how to lose, I think. Not I think, actually. You have to learn how to lose trading. It's part of the game. Just don't take big L's like me, like I did yesterday. That was not part of the game. That's just me tilting. So. Have you thought about a trade copy? Yeah, I use TradeSyncer, and I swear their trade copier like glitched on me yesterday. I swear I had my TP set at the profit target was like 10.5K, and then we were trading on my main account, and then I go to check him, and it's at like 6.5K instead of 10.5 in total profits. On my XFAs, dude, I don't know why that does set me over the edge. Not gonna lie. Charles Zhang, can you explain your strategy? Yeah, I can explain my strategy. Kind of answer this a lot. I feel like I'm repeating for everyone who's already been in here, but I pretty much just trade market structure and support and resistance. You know, I'll find like key levels in the market, and then if price comes down and we start to shift structure on those key levels, I just go long or short. And that's my strategy. And then, you know, if you enter another key level and we're like holding it, you know, I'll add another position into my short. I'll move my stop all the way up on this position, and then I'll just kind of like compound my move throughout the day. That's kind of why I get stopped out a lot. If you guys watch my stream, I get stopped out and I go break even a lot, but kind of when my winners run pretty big, so. Jawabi, do you live stream during market open? I do. I'm usually online. I have the stream scheduled for 9:30, but I'm usually on around like 9:15, and I'll start the stream a little early usually. Am I streaming Asia session? No, I am. I tilted during Asia session, like. You know what? I'm gonna lock my. How do you lock your account? Risk settings. I'm gonna lock this stuff. How do you do this? Where's the Asia session? Why can't I do it? I don't know how to do it. I need to lock myself out of Asia, bro. That's not it. I think the last like 3 times I traded Asia, I've like absolutely like obliterated my account or blown it. So I'm not about Asia session, I'll tell you that. Oh, you have to wait until Asia opens to block yourself? I see. I think the 50K challenge would be great. Yeah, I'll do 50Ks tomorrow. I'll probably work on these maybe at the same time. I might just copy trade them. But yeah, we'll work on some 50Ks tomorrow. I see. You're technically still in New York. Okay, so you can't like pre-lock yourself out. I see. Makes sense. Yeah, saving your capital is number one rule of the game. I agree. It is in the long term. I would say it's a little different prop trading. I think you should be a little bit more aggressive prop trading. That's my opinion. Unless you have like an absurd number of funded accounts. If you have like 20 plus funded accounts, I would probably lower your risk. Sydney and Tokyo are not for trend traders? Yeah. Dude, that makes so much sense because I tried trading it yesterday and then yeah, it just chopped on me. What is this? Oh, I see. Cool. I see. You can do this when you're just tilting. That's smart. I like it. Cool. KJ Noop, thanks for showing me that. I didn't know that was there. So yeah, we'll make that the goal for tomorrow. Says they're coming out with it, so it's going live at. I wonder when they release the plan. 9 a.m. tomorrow. Yeah, I'll probably if it is released tomorrow, I'll grab a couple of the Tradeify accounts, the new ones, and then we'll work on those. All right, guys. Yeah, there was really no action. Power hour. We had like one small trade here. How many points is that actually? I think I got this just from here. 30 points. Yeah, it's not bad. But probably gonna call the stream here. I'll be on tomorrow morning. Let's get some more accounts, guys. Let's do it. We'll print tomorrow. Yeah, thanks for tuning in. If you have any questions, just drop it in the Discord. I'll be on Discord, on my phone at least, so I can answer you guys. Yep, take care.